What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transform Element Black Op Leader, their version of a Nemesis Prime. So it actually doesn't say Black Op Leader really anywhere. There's really no indication other than this TE-01B, B for black, I guess. Here's the back of the box, some product images. Nothing too exciting here, pretty much similar to the original box. You also get a instruction manual here. Again, just says TE-01B, deformation. Pretty nice manual, good pictures, nice color images. You can see highlighted with orange where you got to transform. So that's really it for the packaging. No collector's card, anything like that. So without further ado, let's get the figure out and take a look at how cool it actually is. And here we have TE-01B out of his packaging. And pretty good looking. Let's take a quick 360. Now again, this was not in the G1 cartoon, so I don't have a G1 cartoon image. Although we can probably find some kind of image, so I'll put up there if I can find something that makes sense. But pretty clean all around, just like the original. I was hoping they would have painted these, but they're not painted, it's just a darker gray color. Same for the rest of the plastic. All the plastic is pretty much, colored plastic, not painted. The only thing that's really painted here is these green teal pieces on his forearms, the teal pieces on his headlights, and the face and the eyes. Although I would argue that the face and eyes are really well painted. It looks really good. Let's get in close on this head. Here is the head that it comes installed with. Pretty nice head. You got that metallic red. The original head did not have the metallic red eyes. It had the just plain blue eyes. And then here's the alternate head. That's more of the movie head, or even season 2. Really good looking. Now both of them are good. It's nice that you get the option, because a lot of people want to have a distinguishing face or head between the two, so it's good that you can have the option. Okay, so there he is with the alternate head. You also get 2 other accessories with this guy. So you get the rifle here. So this one is obviously black instead of the gray, which you get with Optimus, and then it does still light up. It came with the batteries installed, so you just press this button right here. Different. And then you have the axe. So the original axe was this orange, and now you get the translucent red. Really good looking. All right, we'll get these into his hands. They mount the exact same way. It's got a tab for this one, and then this one you fold the hand in and it sits on top of the bar that is underneath that hand. So we'll get these installed and be right back. And there he is with both weapons. Both look really good. There's the axe. It does rotate. It's on a little ball there. And then this one does light up. Both look good with this guy. I mean, really, it's the same weapons. In fact, let's just bring back the TE-01. So same weapons, just different colors. But nice. I like it. You do get a little bit difference in the chest here. So if you see the glass, instead of being opaque, it's actually clear, translucent. You open this up and you get some really nice detail in there. Let's see if I can get in close and show you the paint detail. Just really beautiful in there. You got the teal paint, you got the red paint, you got the silver. It would have been nice if they applied some paint here, on the rest of the figure, like on the thighs. But I do like the translucent teal pieces on the waist here. It would have been nice if they put this metallic teal, but I don't mind this at all. I think that looks good. But overall, really nice. And then you can get this open. It's just a little bit tight. There you go. So there's the opening chest, and inside you can see the matrix, although it's got the red from the windows are reflecting there. So there you go. There's the matrix. That looks really nice. I like the design and the color choice they've done there. You can get that out. I think you need a spudger to really get in there and get it out. It's really, really tight, honestly. So here's the matrix out of his chamber. It's got that translucent red with the grayish on the outside. A little different than the original. It's more like a metallic gray. And it is die cast, so pretty good. Nice matrix overall. I think they did a good job with this. Just a little bit hard to get out of there. You need a spudger or something to get it out of there. Okay, so there's his chest. It does close up very nicely. It doesn't have the issue like the MP10 where things didn't line up. Not really any other features. Let's go over articulation on this guy. And we'll get everything out of the way. So the head is on a rotating swivel, so you can go all the way around. It goes up to there. Really good motion on the head. It goes down to there. And the more square head doesn't go down as far. This one goes down a little bit further. And then the ears do move. If you want to move the ears, you can move those. The shoulders are on an outward movement there. Rotate all the way around. You can unlock it if I can remember how to do that. There you go. So anyway, you can get a butterfly joint up to there. And if you want to put that back, you can just push down that little tab and that will allow you to put the arm back in. Okay. You can rotate at the bicep. You have a double, I guess it's double jointed. Gets you more than 90 degrees up to there. For the hand, you have a rotation at the wrist. You have the bottom 3 fingers pinned together, and they have 2 joints, so one at the base and then one in the middle. So you can get it bent kind of in 2 places. And then the pointer finger you can get straight, so you can have him pointing, which is a good design for an Optimus Prime figure. And then the thumb has 2 joints, one at the base and then one in the middle. So you can get some expression out of this hand. You do have a waist rotation. No ab crunch, unfortunately. Same as the original. You do have hip skirts here. And also no thigh rotation. I think that was one of the main complaints a lot of people had was, why doesn't he have thigh rotation? He does have knee rotation like this, but you can't rotate up here. You can get him to up to there, back to there. You can probably move this out a little bit, and then you can get the legs all the way out to there, and these hip skirts on the side move out of the way just a bit. You get the double jointed knee that gets you up to there on a nice ratchet, and it has a cover down piece here, sort of covers up. You have an ankle tilt that goes all the way to there as far as that pin will go, and you have a toe tilt up. You have a little bit of down, not really, you don't have much down, but you have more up than anything, so you can do like a walking pose. So all in all, pretty good articulation. No changes from the original, pretty much exactly the same as the original figure. But I do like it. The one thing I wish it did have was thigh rotation. That would have helped with some poses. But you can get it by rotating the knees. You can get him posed. You know, there was just, my buddy Epic Disaster just had a video where he showed you how to pose things. Even if they don't have all the articulation of some of the more articulated figures, you can still get it into good poses just using the articulation it has, and, you know, really putting the entire figure into the pose. So let's look at this guy transformed into his vehicle mode. We have shown the transformation in a previous video, so I'm not going to show that again. If you're interested, I will have a link to my transform element TE-01, the original version, and the transformation is in there. So we'll get the guy transformed and we'll be right back. And here we have the TE-01B in his vehicle mode, all transformed up. Really, really a good looking vehicle. Let's take a quick 360. Those translucent chest panels come through in the vehicle mode. You got red paint here on the side instead of the blue that you had on Optimus, or on the TE-01B, or TE-01 original. Here's the back. Not a lot of paint on this guy. I mean, so you do have really nicely painted wheels, which is similar to the original. The nice painted gas can and the smokestacks. They're not chrome, they're just painted silver. And then you got the bottom of the feet, you know, for the look of the lights. It's not actually painted like lights, but it looks like lights. So that's really it for the vehicle mode. You can open and close these rear view mirrors, although they're meant to be open. They feel like die cast. There's a lot of die cast in this guy, actually. All the same die cast we had in the original. A lot of die cast in the legs and in the chest area. A lot of the hardware really is die cast. But it's also just a very solid feeling plastic. I actually enjoy this transformation now. When I first got this guy, it was frustrating, but once you learned how to transform him, it's actually pretty intuitive and pretty fun. So this only took a few minutes. I just didn't want to do it on camera because, you know, it takes time in the video. There's only one accessory in the vehicle mode, and that's this right here. And that fits in. You can see there's 2 slots there. And this plugs in, and that's an adapter, so you can plug in the MP10 trailer. With the MP10 trailer, I don't have a black trailer for him, but I don't really need or want one. But it works just the same as the original. You get that nice rotation all the way around. It looks good. If I was displaying this in this mode, I probably would want a black trailer. I know there were some KOs that were making this black trailer with the Decepticon logo. By the way, he needs the Decepticon logo really badly. But that's really it. I just wanted to show you that he can use this trailer. And for comparison, you can see here he is with the MP10 and with the Fans Toys Magnum, one of the very few Decepticon vehicles that we actually have. You know, we haven't gotten any from Karatomi just yet, unless you count some of the repaints or some of the retools they've done. But looks pretty good, pretty much the same size, maybe a little bit thinner than the MP10 and a tad shorter, but almost the same in terms of height and width. If you look at length, you can see he's actually longer. The MP10 is, well, I don't know, just a hair shorter, but the back of the cab comes up a little bit higher. With the adapter, it brings it to the same height, and this actually looks a lot more like a real semi with this hitch there sticking up, whereas the original MP10 was kind of flat. So there you have some comparisons. Pretty well fits well with the existing Masterpiece line. So final thoughts on this guy. By the way, I did change out the head just so you can see what the other head looks like. This one looks good too. But overall, really good figure, you know, just as good as the original. I do wish there was a little more paint. That's something that kind of bugged me as I was going through. And actually even some of the plastic, the plastic is the same quality as the original, but you get a little bit of swirliness. I don't know if that's coming across on camera. A little bit of swirly plastic. That's one of my biggest pet peeves about, you know, if you're not going to paint it, don't use swirly gray plastic. That's just not what I want. And it's not too bad. It's just a little bit here and there. But overall, looks-wise, really well done. I love the just look of Nemesis Prime. It just screams Nemesis Prime to me. And you can get some good poses. You know, here I just did this pretty quick without too much effort. By the way, changing out the head is kind of a pain. There's a lot of pieces that fit together. But all in all, really good release for them. I got this on a really good deal. I got this for $103, I think, from Baba Bobo, which shipped from China, so it took a while, but you can also get this locally for somewhere between there and $140. But definitely worth $100, depending on where you buy it. Even at the $140 mark, I think it's still a good figure, still worthy. We are going to be getting the KO MP44 soon, and we'll take a look at that. I'll probably break out the Transform Element figures just as a comparison. But all in all, I definitely still like this. No real changes. The only thing that I would say that's probably different is the metallic eyes. Other than that, pretty much the same figure, the same features. You don't get anything new or more with this guy. But if you need a Nemesis Prime and you like the Transform Element, then this is the one for you. So that's really it for today. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.